Port City, Marin. It was built along the lakeshore, about 3 kilometers southwest of the Labyrinth City. As its name suggests, it is a port city. Marin is located next to the huge lake Prologue, which is connected to the sea. For Orario, which is located in the extreme west of the continent, is considered the gate of entrance to the sea. Countless foreign ships enter the port daily, transporting countless people and goods to the center of the world. On the other hand, the one heading towards the ocean. It was a transport ship loaded with magic stone products. I heard that the main transportation route of magic stone products trade monopolized. Orario is not by land, but by sea. Thinking about it this way, it is not wrong to say that ships from all over the world gather in this port city. Although it is not the first time I come to Marin, every time I come here I have the illusion that it is a foreign country. I heard that the smell of fresh water and sea water mixed in the lake is more peaceful than the smell of the tide, but for me, who was born in a mountain village, this is definitely an unusual entry. The main street is bustling like an exotic market, and the many shops sell fresh seafood. Canned fishermen, foreigners from island countries or desert worlds and gods, everyone told me that this was the so-called port city. It was always surrounded by high walls, truly isolated from the outside world, which almost made me forget that Orario was so close to the sea. Normally, I often looked around like an old farmer entering the city, but I must have been dazzled by the landscape of the port city. But this time it was different. Under artistic direction, the supergiant ship passed through the lake straight and entered the Prologue. The view is truly breathtaking. The boat that just left the port is actually more than 40 meters long. Hurrying to change direction, it shook its blue feathers and approached the port. Like an elegant sea dragon. The shadow is big enough to cover the countless stone warehouses and houses built along the lakeshore. You have to lift your head until your neck hurts to see everything in sight. The harbor itself on the west side should have been enough to accommodate hundreds of ships, but it is now filled to the brim with excessively large hulls. Around me, who was dumbfounded and looking stupid, the entire bay burst into applause. Welcome back, school district. What an adventure this time has been dash. Everyone happily joined hands and danced in the clear sky of the port city. The cheering has not stopped since I entered the lake in the school zone, and now it has reached its climax. There were so many people gathered along the port that it seemed like everyone in the port city was here. Many humans and demi-humans waved their hands or flags, and some even played musical instruments. Looking at the children running around, I stood in the crowd and was stunned again. It's amazing, it's really like a celebration. Actually, that's right. For Orario, the school district's return every 3 years is a big event. After listening to my thoughts, Mississippi Ina, who was nearby, explained. After seeing the super ship on the city wall, she suggested, "Can we go to the port now?" So I came to this place. Port of the city of Marin. To be more precise, it was Miss Ina who made the suggestion with a wry smile because she couldn't stand the way my eyes sparkled like a child's. Originally, the inspection at the Orario city gate was very strict, especially for the dependents and the gods who are considered the combat power. Urban, they had to go through complicated procedures and time to leave the city, but school district seems to be very special when he returns to Orario. I don't know the details yet, but only during this period did the southwest gate that connects directly to the port city seem to always be open. If you are an adventurer, the guard from the Ganesha family will still stop you for inspection, but only this time I will personally help you, and with Miss Ina as the reason, the inspection has been waived. So I came here with many citizens who ran out of Orario. What is a school district after all? That's right, to put it simply, it's the largest school in the underworld that travels around the world. After the supergiant ship docked at the port, I watched for a while, but I could still hear cheers coming from everywhere. After a while, people started to move around and we followed the crowd, walking towards the huge school. The school district is a mobile educational institution operated with the support of the guild. During the trip, we will actively recruit and accept children aged 6 to 18 years old from all over the world who want to learn. From all over the world. Why do they do that? First of all, this is the intention of the financier, the guild. Orario, known as the center of the world, has brought together many people and gods, but this alone is not enough. For the city's operations, and to fulfill the adventurer's 3 main missions, the guild has always been hungry for exceptional talent. Seeing that I had completely exposed my ignorant side, Mississippi Ina looked a little happy. Just like a child who no longer needs to worry now needs to be taken care of again, she raised her index finger and began to explain to me. If there's anything else, it's the will of the gods that guide the school district. No, it should be called enthusiasm, right? It's not wrong. The school district is jointly administered by more than one family, which is the so-called faction alliance. When I heard that word, my eyes widened. At the same time, there is also a sense of doubts being answered. I heard this while exploring the dungeon. Between the better-known family systems, such as the department and the commercial department, there is another type called university department. This type will use the monthly fee as the price for granting all types of knowledge to those who do not belong, especially children, to command a faction. It seems to be very common. Teach them knowledge and directly invite children with potential to become team members. As far as I know, because the academy department is inseparable from the area where it is located, or it is easier to produce excellent talent and hire people, it is very popular in the cities or countries where the academy called where the base is located, but compared to other, family clan, the academy department must recruit exceptional members, instructors, so it will be more difficult to operate. They belong to the family type, where emerging factions are most likely to fail. Maybe this is just the prejudice of an ordinary village bumpkin, but in my opinion, school is a place that only rich people, like nobles, can afford attend. But in fact, there are also college and university families, and as long as they are prepared with money and other rewards, they can have the opportunity to study. It's a shame that there is no such academic faction in Orario. That's not right. In fact, all the academics and families are gathered there, for that huge educational institution. The school district is a collection of colleges and departments, family members. It doesn't matter race, wealth or experience. You just need to have the desire to learn," said Miss Ina as she looked at the children passing by us. That is, the very heart of exploration, that constantly seeks what it can become. This is the condition for becoming a student of the school district. Regardless of origin. It doesn't even require money. It can be said that only those who admit their immaturity and want to become students can be selected, Ina said with a bit of pride. Miss Ina really understands the school district. It's amazing. Actually, I was also a student at the school district. The unexpected response surprised me and I made a frantic sound. The people walking on the road looked at me, which made me blush. However, what made me even more embarrassed was that Miss Ina took such good care of me, but I didn't understand her. But, that's how I feel. Miss Ina has a lot of knowledge not just because she is an employee of the guild. Many things taught in that huge school have helped us adventurers time and time again through Miss Ina. When I thought about this, I suddenly felt grateful and had a great interest in the school district. Now I'm an adventurer and I can't be a student anymore, but I wonder what kind of place this ship is. That's right, because I'm a former student, so when I returned from the school district to Orario, the guild also asked me to take care of the main procedures, but right now, Miss Ina's proud profile now seemed cast in shadow. Just as I was looking at her face, the crowd suddenly stopped. We arrived with the crowd. It would be more accurate to say that it is a huge shipyard. All the people moved forward, wanting to take a closer look at the school district near the coast. The guild staff and the Ganesha family, in addition to Mississippi Ina, they were avoiding. The crowd got too close. It seems that even adventurers and gods can't get close easily at the moment, let alone ordinary people.